20, yeah, 20. Talked about Bhagavan. I was trying to think why some place Ishwara, some place Bhagavan. Is it there is a different kind of understanding with respect to um, some minute difference?
Yeah, huge difference. But where is your confusion, Prabhuji? Verse number 18 and 19, you said,
Yeah, so Ishwarasya Atma, right? Ishwarasya Atma
Atya
Maya,
akhyahi harer dhiman
right?
अवतार कथा शुभ लीला विधाधतः स्वरम ईश्वरस्यात्मा माया. So you were talking about this Ishwar, right?
Right. And then
Okay.
20 talks about Bhagavan
And
Rupa.
then Vayam tuna vitrpayam utam saloka vikrame yat survatam rasa jnanam swadu swadu pade pade.
20 is talked about Bhagavan.
Okay.
Ati,
Kitkila karmani sah ramena kesava atimartyani bhagwan buddha kapat manusa. Yes. So Prabhu, that's very good. And I hope other will understand this explanation. So Krishna is super soul, right? Paramatma.
yeah,
Krishna is Ishvara, right? Krishna is Bhagwan, and Krishna is Swayam Purush.
right. Yeah.
Swayam Purush.
Vairumpa.
So these all terms are used differently depending on the particular particular potency that Krishna exhibits. So, for example, how to understand that? That we are father, right? We are husband. We are corporate employee. We are expert in a particular field. We are devotee. As a devotee, we are doing some services. Also, in the devotee, we might be of the low class or high class or middle class devotee. So, to see how many designation we have,
Yeah.
Prabhu, right? So likewise, Bhagwan has multiple designations. Okay. But when we are acting as a father, we are father, right?
Mhm.
But we have some other designation too. But our sons and daughters, they are calling us dad. Wife is calling you husband, pati, right? But if you are in the corporate, they are calling you expert a particular field, right? So Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, you'll see that Krishna is sometimes being, no, sometimes being called as Kesava, sometimes Madhusudana, right? Sometimes Partha, not Partha. He's telling Partha to Arjuna, but Parthavaha, the one who carries the Partha. So different names, and those names are used to specify particular aspects of Krishna's quality. Okay, so Ishvara means the one who controls. Iswara means the one who controls. So here the word Iswara is being used for Paramatma, for his multiple Purusha avatar, because that Purusha avatar controls are the source of multiple incarnations. So there are three Purusha: Karnodakshai, Garbhodakshai, and Suyodakshai. From Karnodakshai, Garbhodakshai comes. Garbhodakshai has three incarnations. Incarnation that is in the mode of passion, Lord Brahma. Incarnation that is in the mode of goodness, Lord Vishnu. Incarnation that is in the mode of ignorance, Shiva. Okay, so from Garbhodakshai, these three incarnations comes. And then from Chodakshai Vishnu, Krishna's Man Mantra avatar, other Leela avatar, Yuga avatar, all of these other incarnations, five types of Leela avatar that Krishna has, it comes. So all of these are basically in one way controlled or manifestation of Lord's Purusha incarnation. So that's why here the word Purusha is used. The words Ishvara is used here for Purusha, not for Krishna. Krishna is Purusha avatar. But in verse number 20, Bhagwan is directly used for Krishna. It says, Kritvan kalakarmani sahara mena kesava ati martyani Bhagwan. Ati martyani. Who is this? Who is this Kesav? This Kesav is Bhagwan. Okay. So you can see here that this Bhagwan word is directly used for Krishna. And Krishna's Bhagwan means, according to our
All of it.
acharyas, the one who possesses all the opulences.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Prasad Muni gave the definition like that, right?
Yes.
So Bhagwan term is little broader than Ishvara. So Bhagwan has control of all. What are those six things? Can you tell me? Health,
Wealth, power,
yeah,
beauty,
beauty, knowledge, renunciation.
pronunciation. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So in fact, that's Bhagwan potency. So it's little broader aspect of Krishna's. Okay. Krishna is the best word is Ete Chamsa Kalapum says Krishna's to Bhagwan Swam. Swam Bhagwan is Sri Krishna. So Swam Bhagwan, Swam Purush is Krishna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Sri Krishna. But here Krishna is called as Bhagwan. So Bhagwan is relatively broader term than Ishvara. Okay. You are also a little bit Ishvara. I am also a little bit Ishvara. All of us are a little bit Ishvara. Now we are controller of something, right? But we are not the super controller. When we are controlling supremely everything, then we are the Bhagwan. We are Bhagwan. So that's how it is. So some of these words that is being used have particular meaning for the particular context or in that context.
Got it, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So you will see that, sometimes Vidura, when he's talking to Maitreya, sometimes the word Bhagwan is also being used there. Bhagwan Vadena. And that Bhagwan is basically to appreciate. Sometimes the word Bhagwan is also used to appreciate the person, the guest who comes at your house. You know, we call it Bhagwan. But that doesn't mean that that is Bhagwan. He's equal to Bhagwan Sri Krishna. Okay. So sometimes to give the respect also, Narad Muni multiple times are called as Bhagwan also. Okay. So that has contextual meaning. We have to understand in that particular context why he is called, maybe is given more respect, being called as Bhagwan. But these terms, these words have meaning, and scripture uses those words to magnify particular concept, to give emphasis on particular concept. So here Purusha controls the various incarnations of Supreme Personality of Godhead, various Leela avatar. The word Ishwar is being used. Making sense, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. It's clear.
But thank you. We have, if you really read these things carefully, then you catch words like that. So I appreciate that. So these are the six questions that sages are asking, and then their answers are given mostly in second and third chapter. So,
Prabhu,
what is the source of ultimate good for human being, and what is the essence of all the scripture? That is answered in second chapter. Second chapter is very powerful chapter in first canto, extremely powerful chapter. In fact, it gives the summary of entire Bhagavatam. So we'll talk about that. And then what is the cause of why Krishna appears in his Purusha avatar and his Leela avatar? So second chapter has his Krishna's appearance cause and Purusha avatar, and then some part of his Leela avatar is given in second chapter, and then remaining in the third chapter. And why and where religion takes shelter in Kali Yuga, that is given to us in third chapter. So second and third chapter, especially third chapter, definitely is talking about all the incarnations of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lila avatars. So you'll see the series of incarnations that Krishna has. The second chapter has definitely lot of learning. All the beautiful verses that we chant when we study Srimad Bhagavatam or read Srimad Bhagavatam or give the classes. All of that is coming from second chapter. So I would like to give a pause and hear if there is anything before I move to the second chapter. Anybody anything to share in this chapter? Anything that anybody would like to ask?
Prabhu, I was reading third chapter. I mean, I'm jumping a little bit, but
Uh-huh.
I got confused. One time, I can give the verse number exactly, but all the Leela, all the avatars, they emanate from Garbhodakshay Vishnu, not Shirodakshay Vishnu, right?
Some from Garbhodaksha, some from Shiro.
I see. Because there is one verse
Guna
which.
avatar, Guna
Huh.
avatar comes from Garbhodakshai, and Leela avatar, Manmantra avatar, Yuga avatar, these are coming from Shivodakshai Vishnu. Where did you hear that it all comes from Garbhodakshai Vishnu Prabhuji?
Um, there is a verse in third chapter which says specifically that all the avatars comes from him. But then in the purport of 132, I guess, it says that all the avatars comes from Shirodakshay Vishnu. So I'll put it in the WhatsApp, all the quotes, and
What
I
is
got
that verse? I can pull the chapter
one
out.
one 132 purport second paragraph. I think it says that it comes from Shirodakshay Vishnu, but 135, I guess, says that all the avatars comes from Garbhodakshay Vishnu. So and it specifically says in the translation second incarnation. And then let me
If I see what do you want to see? The verse would not help. Should we look at the purport then?
okay, so are you looking which one, Prabhuji? One
Please tell
three.
me which one you want me to look at.
Okay, let's start with
1 3, verse number.
135. 135.
Okay. So let me share the screen. Okay, Prabhuji, can you see it?
Coming up. No, yeah, no, yes.
So etan nana avataram nidhanam bijam avayam yasya amsa amsena srijante deva triyan. Oh, deva triyan. Yeah, so the form is the source and indestructible seed of multifarious incarnation within the universe. From the particles, the portion of this form, different living entities like demigods, men, and others are created. So, what is confusion, Prabhuji here?
So, in this verse, as I understand, it is very clear that from Garbhodakshay Vishnu, it says second manifestation, correct?
Uh-huh.
So, from Garbhodakshay Vishnu only, all the Leela avatars, all the has come, and all the living entities have also come.
So, Deva means demigod,
Yeah.
Triyan means animal,
Hmm.
and Naradya means human beings, Adi, etc. So,
Right.
Nara Adeha says Nara Adeha means human, Nara means human being, and Adya means etc. So, Deva, demigod, Triyan, animals, Nara, human, etc. All of them, Yetan Nana Avataram, all of these different incarnations that we are talking about, Nidhanam Bijam Avayam, Yasya Amsa Amsena Srijate. So all of that is part and parcel. Srijate means to come into the existence as the plenary portion or part of the plenary portion. So Yasya Amsa Amsena means his part and his part of the parts, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
this word basically says, so here is the thing. So your grandfather has your father and then you, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
can we say that your entire family came from your grandfather or from your father? Because you came from your father, right?
Yes.
So like that. So he says that yasya amsa amsena sirjate. From your portion or portion of your portion, which is Kshirodakshay Vishnu. So so if it's saying that Garbhodakshay Vishnu is the cause, it's not bad
That,
because
that's
from
not wrong.
Garbhodakshay, ah,
That's not wrong.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you
Garbhodakshay Vishnu expanded into Shirodakshay Vishnu.
yeah, and
And then,
Kshirodakshay
Mhm.
and some expansions of Lord Lila Avatar comes from Kshirodakshay Vishnu, some come from Garbhodakshay Vishnu directly.
Mm.
So it's not wrong saying that everything comes from Gaudakshay Vishnu. In fact, you can also in fact we say that everything comes from Krishna. What is wrong with that? Now, if you look at the ladder,
Mm.
basically you have Shivodakshay Vishnu, then Gaudakshay Vishnu, then Karnadakshay Vishnu, then Sankarsana, then Balram, then Krishna,
Yes.
right? But say the Sarva Karan Karnam, Ishvara, Brahma Krishna, Satyananda Vigraha, Sarva Karan Karnam. So, cause of all the causes is Krishna. Now Krishna is up here.
Mhm.
This Deva, Triya, Naradi, they are not coming directly from Krishna, but ultimately the source is Krishna, right?
So now, but specifically, if we want the answer, where does it come from? If you go to Prabhuji 132,
Yeah.
say, in the purport second paragraph.
And that's why I said that some comes from directly from yeah here. Yes.
Yeah. So,
Second
yes,
paragraph.
second
Okay, here.
paragraph. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, before that.
Before that, okay, here,
No,
this one.
yeah. From Garbhodakshay Vishnu, there is expansion of the Shirodakshay Vishnu,
Yeah.
who is the collective Paramatma of all living beings.
Yes.
He is called Hari. And
Yes.
from him, now this from him is Shirodakshay Vishnu, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
And from him, all incarnations within the universe are expanded.
Yes.
So, so to reconcile these two statements, I mean, we can say that all the incarnations comes from Shirodakshay Vishnu and
So please, so
Shirodakshay Vishnu
therefore,
comes
please
from
continue.
Garbhodakshay.
Therefore, the
Yeah.
conclusion is that Pursa avatar is manifested in three features.
Mhm.
First, the Karnadakshay, who creates segregates material ingredient in Mahatattva. Second is Gaudakshay Vishnu. And third is Shivodakshay Vishnu. So there are three super soul.
Mhm.
Okay. So this material creation, which has all of these, Bhumandala and lower planetary system, higher planetary systems in one universe. You see from the core of Karnadakshay Vishnu, millions and millions of eggs are coming, right?
Right.
And those eggs are universe. So the source of the entire material creation is Karnadakshay Vishnu.
Yeah.
And from Karno, in each universe, there is Garbhodakshay Vishnu. So there are so many Garbhodakshay Vishnu, not one Garbhodakshay Vishnu.
Mhm.
As many universes you have, that many Garbhodakshay Vishnu you have. But there is
Mhm.
only one Shivodakshay Vishnu.
Mhm.
And then in that universe, we have only one Garbhodakshay Vishnu, but then there are so many living entity. So this Vishnu now expands as Shivodakshay Vishnu and gets into all of this living entity.
Mhm.
Okay. So in second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, you will hear that when this universe comes into the existence, it's just like a dead matter.
Mhm.
Like you have Atal, Patal, Butal, everything is there. Mata, Mahatal, Rasatal, Patal, Sutal, everything is there. But there is no functionality. The
Mhm.
body is there, but it's like a statue. It's
Mhm.
not talking, it's not handshaking, it's not eating, it's not urinating, not evacuating, nothing. Just like a statue.
Mhm.
But as soon as Gavadakshay Vishnu enters into it,
Mhm.
comes into the motion. Okay.
Mhm.
So the creation is there. Lord Burma, talks, we'll talk about that. But until Garbhodakshay Vishnu gets into this universe, nothing, no functionality. Likewise, Lord Brahma creates all this living entity,
Mhm.
and they are also like a statue.
Mhm.
Lion is there, elephant is there, tigers are there, wolves are there, all of them are there, but they are not having any functionality. They don't have the quality. sound, quality of their, behavior. Cats have a different behavior, dogs have a different behavior, human have a different behavior, different intelligence, all of that. There is nothing unless and until Lord personally expands and enters into all of them as Shivodakshay Vishnu. So you can say that Garbhodakshay Vishnu is the source from which all of these living entities are coming in one sense. But
Hmm.
the living entities are also coming because of Shivodakshay Vishnu. Because Garbhodakshay Vishnu gives the life air to the universe. And all the living entities, their life airs comes from Shivodakshay Vishnu. So you and I have a particular intelligence, particular quality, particular whatever I have is coming because of Atma and Paramatma. So in that sense, you can say that basically Shivodakshay Vishnu. But there is nothing harm if you say that all of these living entities that we are seeing is basically created by Karnadakshay Vishnu. I would not have any hesitation with that too, because
Yeah.
he is the ultimate source. From
Yeah.
him, Garbha is coming. From him, Shivodakshay is coming. So it's basically how much you zoom in, Prabhuji.
Yes. Yes.
If
Yes.
you zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. So that's what we have to understand. Sometimes, we don't have to go with the particular statement, or we understand the statement only when we understand what is up and what is down.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, when he says that Shivodakshay Vishnu is the source of all, I just accept it. I know it's okay. It's more zooming in. But if a little bit zoom out, then Garbhodakshay Vishnu. If all the way out of that universe, then Karnadakshay Vishnu. So like that, Prabhuji.
Mm.
Just like that.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. That clarifies it. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
So anything else anybody has before we start third chapter?
We are in third chapter to second chapter.
Second
Prabhu,
chapter. Ah.
Prabhu, what is the conclusion? I did not follow at the end. Everything is coming from Kshirodakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu.
so I can I answer?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you explain. Yeah.
Prabhuji is saying is based on 135, it says Garbhodakshay Vishnu, but in 13 purport, 132 purport, it says Shirodakshay Vishnu. How to reconcile it is basically it is coming from Shirodakshay Vishnu only, but
Mhm.
Shirodakshay Vishnu is a subset of Garbhodakshay Vishnu, right? Not subset, expansion.
Superset. Superset.
Expansion.
Mm.
Set.
So, so that way we can also say that all the expansions are coming from Garbhodakshay Vishnu, because from
Okay.
Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Shirodakshay came, and from Shirodakshay all the expansions came.
In IT language, something we call it as super class.
Yes.
IT language. Yes, Prabhu, IT language.
Yeah, super. Super means it goes to the base class.
Yeah, superset, subset, right, Prabhuji.
Okay.
So
But
let me pull out one short presentation. I since
Prabhu,
you brought
in your slides, your sixth question is not answered. Shelter of all religion.
yeah, Srimad Bhagavatam Prabhu.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah. But you have said the verse. I think there is slight typos. Mm.
What is that?
Yeah,
Are you
because
seeing the screen?
no, no, I'm not seeing. But in the initial screen, it says 1, 2, 3, 4 and says all the verses, and I noted. But in the second slide, it says fifth and sixth verse, but actually it is fourth and fifth verse.
Which one you were talking about, Prabhuji? I'm not catching it.
Second slide, Prabhuji, of today's, which you whatever you showed, and the slide titled. No, it's not titled.
Okay,
Some summary.
I see. Okay, Prabhuji. So I was in a different presentation. So I would like to here. Let me share this one. Can you see this screen?
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay, good. So the Purusha avatar, and then the Lila avatar, the Guna avatar, Yuga avatar, Man Mantra avatar, and Sakta Vasesa avatar. Okay, Prabhu. So this Purusha avatar are these three Purusha. Now, these three Purusha avatar, they are not coming from Chiyodakshay Vishnu. They are basically coming from Sankarshan. Karnodakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Chiyodakshay Vishnu, they are coming from Sankarshan. So they are called Srishti avatar. This material universe is coming from Karno to Garbho to Chiro. So that part is clear, right? So
Okay.
that's what it is.
I think I
So
lost somewhere, Prabhuji. Karno Dakshina and Shiro Dakshina. Shiro Dakshina Vishnu. So I think I mine somehow I was confused. I was thinking both are number one and number three are the same somehow.
no, Karnodakshay Vishnu is cause of material creation. He is super
Mahavishnu.
soul of the Mahavishnu.
And then
Mahavishnu.
Garbho Dakshina, when that's when Brahma, Lord Brahma
And
creates.
Garbhodakshay Vishnu is the Vishnu that Lord Brahma meets. Yes, you are right.
And then Shiro Dakshina, that's where Paramatma.
Paramatma. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So these three are Purusha avatar. And
And one more
then,
question, Prabhuji, one more question. Sorry, before I forget that. Where is the impersonal form of the Lord? So Paramatma, I understand from Kshirodaksha Vishnu, but there is another concept of impersonal form, like a Brahman form,
this
effulgent form.
concept, Bhagavan does not have impersonal form. In Hare Krishna movement, we never assume or we never say Krishna has impersonal form. Krishna never has impersonal form. I'll talk about that part.
Okay.
I'll explain that, Prabhuji. Krishna always is a person. One thing that we have to digest in Brahmada Gauriya Sampradaya as a follower of Srila Prabhupada, that everything has a form. Nothing is formless. Even Mridanga has a form, Harinam, Prabhu, we call it, right? Everything is form. So, Krishna, there is nothing impersonal. That's number one. Now I'll explain you why. So, I was talking about this incarnation. So, these three are Purusha avatar, right? Now, you see this Guna avatar, Prabhu here?
Yes,
Manohar
sir.
Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
So, this Guna avatar, Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, they come from Prabhudakshay Vishnu.
Mm.
Okay? And other incarnations like Lila avatar, Yuga avatar, Manmantra avatar, Sakti Avasesa avatar, all of that comes from Chiyodakshay Vishnu.
Mm. I see. Mm.
Okay? So, Guna avatar is coming from Gaudakshay Vishnu. The Guna is because of Vishnu. The material modes of nature that we call it, right?
Mm.
That is coming from Gaudakshay Vishnu directly. And then other incarnations, so Lila avatar, all the forms of, Supreme Person, I did the forms are given here 1, 3, 6 to 25. These are Lila avatar, and all of them are coming from Chiyodakshay Vishnu. Okay, so that's how we understand.
Mm.
Prabhuji,
Now,
question. Sorry.
yeah,
So the because you are saying Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is the source of the Brahma because he has come from the lotus from his navel, right? That's how can we understand? Is that because
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
lotus
yeah.
leaf lotus has sprouted from his
Yeah,
navel? That is the
yeah.
Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu only, right?
Hmm.
And from him, from Brahma in the
From his eye, you know. So from him, from Gaudakshay Vishnu, on his navel,
yeah,
the stem comes, right?
yes,
And from that stem, Brahma comes.
yes.
And from the eyebrow of that Brahma, Lord Shiva comes.
Lord Shiva has come.
Yeah. So source
So
is basically Gaudakshay Vishnu.
yeah. So Lord Vishnu case here, Prabhuji. So how do we understand that Lord Vishnu is a Gunavatar? Uh, is there any connection?
Yeah, a very
Really?
good question. So Vishnu, that's why the term Vishnu is very confusing,
Yeah.
because this Karnadakshay Vishnu is also Vishnu.
Vishnu, yep, yep.
Garbhodakshay Vishnu is also Vishnu. Chiyodakshay Vishnu is also Vishnu. All of these other forms of Krishna that you are seeing here, Kumara, Matsya, and Narsimha, Vaman, Parsuram, it's all Vishnu too, right? And
Yes.
there is so that's why we, as a knower of the scripture, we have to know the Vishnu is a very broad term. So everybody, when you say Vishnu, you know which Vishnu you are talking about. You might be talking about Lord Ram as a Vishnu, or Lord Vishnu here, or one of this form of the Vishnu. So word Vishnu itself is a very, very broader term. People who say
Prabhu,
only, huh?
Prabhu, I mean, I'm just commenting here.
Yeah, yeah.
So it appears that Lord Brahma, Lord Shirodakshay Vishnu, and Lord Shiva are brothers.
Huh?
In a sense, if we can say, they have a common father, Garbhodakshay Vishnu.
I mean, Lord Shiva comes from Lord Brahma's Vrikut, Vritu, Vrikut. From his eyebrows. No, Bhakut, Bhakut. I don't know, Vrikutaha. So, uh,
Mm. Mm, so
so you are saying that what you were saying that Lord Shiva and
Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma seems to be having a common father.
yeah, I mean everybody's father is Krishna.
The mother,
Your
father,
Yeah,
mother,
which is
father.
Garbhodakshay Vishnu.
yeah, Aham Sarvasya,
Prabhu, one more thing I wanted to share. Lord Brahma, when he first appears, I think he is comes as a collective of all living entities, right? Somewhere I read like that Brahma, when he comes, he's collective of all living entities, and then he spreads.
he is topmost class Jiva,
Okay. Hmm.
but he takes this is the topic of second canto. So he takes the primeval. So there are primary creation, secondary creation, Sarga and Visarga,
Hmm.
right?
Yes.
So Sarga, primary creation, core element, Chitijala Pav, Gagan Samira. There are 28 prime elements. Okay,
Hmm.
we'll talk about it. Those prime elements are not created by Lord Brahma. So,
Yes.
for
Oh,
example, the potter man does not create the pot, the soil, water, fire, air. Does he creates potter
no,
man? No,
no.
but he takes all of that and makes the pottery,
Yeah.
right?
Transforms. Mhm.
Transform it. So that's what Lord Brahma does. He just does transformation. He is
Mhm.
not basically original creator. So he takes this, mind intelligence, false ego in different composition, put them together and create the living being that is different. So
So,
that's
but
what he does.
Prabhuji, all the devatas, Manus, everybody, and living entities, they are coming from Brahma only, right?
Yeah.
So then he is the like a collective of all living entities in
So he
that
does
sense.
not. So he is basically, he does not. What do you call? He's not the creator in terms of. So he does not give the life force. That's what. That's how you have to say.
Okay.
Like
Mm.
he creates the form,
Mhm, mhm,
but
mhm.
the functionality comes from Supreme Lord.
I see. Okay. Mhm. Hmm.
Is it making sense?
Yeah, yeah. So basically, the living entities are already there, supplied
Like
by the
you
Lord.
have a cell and you have the heart, right? Like
Yeah.
robot has robot type of creation. Okay,
Mhm, mhm,
the robot is created, but there is no Atma there. There is no
mhm,
Paramatma there. So this
mhm.
Atma part comes from Lord. This is because this is the Lord's energy.
Mame Vansho, Jivaloke.
Mamayansa Jivalika Jayabhuta Sanatana. Yes.
I have one question.
Yeah, there will be doubt. I know, but let me answer your question, Prabhu. So about this, I know these things are very technical, but we have to understand it very nicely, Prabhu. So to answer your question back, uh, Satya Prabhu, there is nothing that is called abhyakt form. There is nothing. God has, Krishna has a vyakt form, manifested form, okay? And his form is Krishna and Srimati Radharani or Mahavishnu and Mahalakshmi, okay? This abhyakt form is nothing but the effulgence which appears to be Lord.
I don't, I
So if
don't.
something is coming from Lord, it appears that this is the form of the Lord. But abhyakt forma, his uh, unmanifested form is not his actual form. There is nothing like his unmanifested form. The unmanifested existence of energy is coming from that manifested person, Krishna. So Advaitavadi would basically meditate on this effulgence. They think that we just merge into Krishna. That's their goal. Okay, but that's not what we aspire to. The Dvaitavadi Ramanujacharya, his teaching was that he brought living entity to Vaikuntha, here, where Krishna is Mahavishnu and Radharani is Mahalakshmi, and then this form. Okay, but Brahmada Gaura Sampradaya teaching is bring it here. It will bring you here, all the way up here. Are you getting me, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
So different acharya gave different things. Shankaracharya can bring you up to here. I mean, just to make it technically, sense out of it. Don't take me the wrong way. I mean, it's more than that. But he talked about Krishna's abhyakt forma. Okay, Ramanujacharya talked about this form, this abode, and Mahaprabhu talked about this one.
Then what is this Brahma Jyoti here then, Prabhuji, in the slide?
Brahmjyoti is this whole thing. This all the Jyoti that you see is Brahmjyoti. All the Jyoti that you see around is Brahmjyoti. And then this is the cloud. You see here, this is the cloud.
Yes,
This is
Prabhuji.
the cloud between Brahmjyoti and material world. And then after the cloud, there is Karna ocean. And on that Karna ocean, you can see here Karnodakshai Vishnu is lying down. You see here one person lying down.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So Karnodakshai Vishnu is basically beyond this material creation. And then Karnodakshai Vishnu desires that now creation has to happen. So he looks at Mother Durga and Shambhu. This is Sadasiv. This is different Siv. This is not the Siv that is in the material creation. So these two personality, because Vishnu has nothing to do with the material creation. He's so pure, he doesn't touch the material element. So he looks at Mother Durga and Shiva. Shiva takes that form, and then both of them. You see here Mother Durga coming here. You see here Durga.
Yes,
See this
yes.
cursor,
Yes,
and
Prabhuji.
then this material creation happens. So this material creation is basically, you see from the body of the Karnakshai Vishnu, there are so many eggs coming. See here, see the
Yes,
eggs,
yes,
huh?
yes, Prabhuji.
So this whole creation is one of the egg. Okay, so in that egg, when Karnakshai Vishnu enters, it takes the form of Gaudakshai Vishnu. So you can see in this, it's shown to us. He comes as a Gaudakshai Vishnu, and then he lies down on the Garbha ocean. So half of the universe is nothing but the ocean, and half is 14 planetary system. So from his navel, the stem comes. See here, and top of that stem is Lord Brahma. So Lord Brahma basically cuts this stem in 14 part, and that is the 14 planetary system. Okay, and outside you see here is the globe of earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. That's why this whole material universe is dark. You need sun and moon for light. So we'll talk about all of this. This is a very technical thing, okay? I don't want to give you glimpse and then confuse you. But all of these things we have to scientifically understand. You'll have to study a lot. I can give you whatever I can, but you'll have to be researcher, read a lot of Prabhupada's book, listen classes to make these things very clear. I think up to some extent I spend a lot of time and I have some understanding of this material creation, how this whole thing, some understanding. I mean, it's very divine, it's very difficult. But when I look at some of these pictures, at least I know what he's talking about. So this was our previous Golok chart, and this chart had some issue. So in fact, this Golok chart that you are seeing is our latest ISKCON chart, not this chart. Not this chart. This chart is obsolete now. They completely stop printing this one. They print this type of chart. So we'll talk about this whole thing, Prabhuji. But thank you so much. Appreciate your questions and concern. Manohar Prabhu basically took us in the direction of Gaurakshay Vishnu, Kanadakshay Vishnu, which is good. But we have to keep on talking. I think it
Hare
is good discussion because next class will make more sense with this background. So yeah, so stay tuned, okay? And then when we go to the fifth canto, we'll talk about cosmetology. You'll love that. I have a lot of information. And unless and until you study fifth chapter, fifth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, you have no idea where you are. Fifth canto will give you total understanding where exactly you are situated and why we have to.
So,
So
Prabhuji, one maybe last question before end. I think
please keep on asking. We have some time now.
Swarupa, Krishna, that's Swarupa, and then I see the in Lila Avatar again the Krishna. So Krishna is,
Huh?
you're the, in the one of the picture I saw. I mean, Krishna is Swarupa. From Swarupa,
Swam
Swam
Rupa.
Rupa, and then expands into Prabha Prakash, Bhaya Prakash, Balaram,
Hmm.
and then Lord Brahma, Balaram to Sankarna, and Sankarna to further the,
Hmm.
the Karno Dakshina Vishnu, and then Garbho Dakshina Vishnu and Chiro Dakshina Vishnu.
Wow, you got it, most of it. Yes.
All those things. And now, just you mentioned about Leela Avatara, right? That's
Yeah.
what Leela Avatara is from the Chiro Daksha Vishnu, right?
Hmm.
Right? And the Krishna is the Swarupa, Swamrupa, and the Krishna is also in
Swam
the
Pursa.
Leela Avatara. So is it the same?
Mm-hmm.
I know it could be the same because eventually the source is the same, but it's the same Krishna, or do I talking about two different Krishna?
No. Same Krishna. Same
Okay.
Krishna. So you came to America through embassy, US embassy, right? Right?
Yep, yep,
First time when you came to America, you went there, right? There you got the stamp.
yeah,
Then they said that you can go to America. So if somebody will say that you came to America through the embassy, is that true or not?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
true up to some extent. You came through, but you were existing before,
right.
right?
Mhm.
Right? Right? So it's like that. So Lord Krishna, when he comes to this material world, he comes through his energy. Okay, they don't break the setup that they have set it up. So agency of material universe is Gaudakshay Vishnu, Kanudakshay Vishnu. So Lord comes through his agencies, but that do not mean that uh, there is no Krishna beyond this material creation, or if Krishna came through Golok Vrindavan, then there is no Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. Nothing like that. So that's the understanding. Some of the people they say that Krishna is incarnation of Vishnu. You should accept it. You said yes, and then explain them. And that's true. I come through a door, but that doesn't mean the source is that I was created by the door. I'm coming through the door, but I existed before the door. So it's like that. Krishna exists. Krishna is Swam Purusha, is ever existing. But when he comes to the material world, he comes through the agency of Vishnu. But that do not mean that there is no Krishna beyond Vishnu. And that's why this concept of, that's why Mahaprabhu taught this to Sanatana Goswami, that Swayam Rupa Bhagavan Sri Krishna, then he has Bhava Prakash and Prabha Prakash. Prabha is his expansion, Srimati Radharani. Vaibhav is also his expansion. But one is in the Madhurya Rasa and one is in Eswara Rasa. Srimati Radharani has nothing to do with opulence. She is pure devotee of Lord. She is in Prabha Prakash. She is always in Madhurya Rasa serving Krishna. Okay, and Vaibhav is Balram. So from Balram, Bilas comes. Bilasa means the different form of Lord Balram for material manifestations. Okay, and from that Bilas, Mahavishnu comes. And then from Mahavishnu, Pratham Chaturbhiva, Dviya Chaturbhiva, comes. And from Dvitiya Chaturbhiva, like Sankarsan, Pradumna, and then Aniruddha. So from Sankarshan, you have Karnadakshay Vishnu coming. From Karnadakshay Vishnu, Gaudakshay Vishnu comes. From Gaudakshay Vishnu, Shudakshay Vishnu comes. And from Gaudakshay Vishnu, you have this Guna avatar. And from Chyodakshay Vishnu, Lila avatar, Manmanta avatar, and other incarnations happens. So that's how the creation is. And there is another form, it's called Amsha or Shamsha. That is, some living entities are empowered by Lord to manifest his opulences. Like Srila Prabhupada, Saktya avatar means living entities who are empowered. Saktya, Avesha means given. The one who are given enough Shakti to go and do some miracles. So they are called Saktya avatar. Like, Shankaracharya is Saktya avatar. Although he was Lord Shiva, but he also came as Saktya avatar. He was empowered to go and do manifestation. You know, all of these great personalities. Ramanujacharya, they're big personality. They're very close to Krishna, very close to God. God empowers them, says that go, you have to fulfill this desire. How one person can do, I was reading Prabhupada Lilamrita this morning. Prabhupada, how he was, one temple you cannot manage. He was managing the whole globe. Printing press has to be managed. Harinam Sankirtan has to be managed. This whole movement has to be managed. Teaching has to happen. Devotees has to be, served. Everything has to be, expanded. And all of that expansion is happening under Srila Prabhupada, single man. They say that single man, right now they are hating. If one man is doing so many things, so Prabhupada single-handed did everything. How he did it? He was empowered. He was empowered by Lord. So likewise, living entity, when they are also very much engaged in devotional service, then Krishna empowers them. Krishna gives them strength to get things done. That's why we cannot do anything by our own strength. Living entity has no strength. The main strength is your bhakti. Okay, so this whole thing we have to understand very nicely, Prabhu, and we'll keep on talking about it. We'll keep on talking about it. It's very important to understand this whole structure, because this was given by Mahaprabhu himself. Whatever you are talking and we are discussing here has a source, and source is Krishna himself. He spoke that to Sanatana Goswami. The Madhya Lila, chapter number 19 to 25 talks about it. Okay, Prabhu? Keep on learning, studying. But don't forget devotional service. All of this knowledge will become critical. You would be able to express and say certain things. Clarity will come when you are serving the Lord.
So
Take
whenever your
devotional.
class is not there, Prabhu, we miss and we don't get full motivated next week. So whenever I miss a class or don't have a class, that happens. So
Now you
this
have to
motivation.
take, do bhakti, Prabhu, devotional service. Prabhupada said, service is very important. Very important. It's expression of love for Lord. So it don't be just only mental, but we have to be physical for our dear Lord, putting hands and body and doing something, mopping the floor, washing the utensils, pots, taking anxiety for Krishna. All of that is Krishna consciousness. That's how Rupa Goswami talks about it. So yes, Prabhuji, keep it, holistically, and then slowly, you will advance in Krishna consciousness. Thank you, Prabhu. We'll talk next Saturday at the same time. Second
Jai.
chapter will start. Okay?
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Prabhu.
Thank
Hari
Vanchkal
Bol.
patare vese kripa sindhu vese patitanam pavane vaishnava namo namaha. Anjan Prabhu, you were asking something? Or you are good?
I'm good, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Dandavat.
So
Thank
much.
you. Dandavat pranams to everybody. Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
pranam.
Hare Krishna.